think we're ready to get started. If everybody please stand. If we could get Troop 223 to come up front real quick, we'll let you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Scott, salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I move to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Actually, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Public input. This meeting is a meeting of the school board for public for the purpose of conducting the school corporation's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. Those wishing to make a public comment at a school board meeting should reference policy H225, which is located on our website, scs.shelbycs.org. The policy states the guidelines to request public input. At this time, is there anybody from the public that wishes to speak? Hearing none, I'll close the public input. Consent items, motion to approve the minutes for the regular meeting of 10/20/25, the executive session for 10/20/25, and the executive session for 11/3/25.
I make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from 10/20/25, executive session 10/20/25, and executive session 11/3/25.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Accounts payable voucher registers.
I move approval of the accounts payable vouchers as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Approval for payroll claims listings.
I move to approve the payroll claims listings.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Approval to hire under IC 20-26-5-11.2.
I move for approval to hire under Indiana Code 2026-5-11.2. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Motion to approve the revised personnel report.
Move to approve the revised personnel report as presented. Thank you.
I second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion
Oh, I
carried.
have to abstain.
Yep. And one abstention. Thank you. Presentation and reports, the CCHA policy first reading.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tonight we have the first reading and our updates on board policy revisions. We have C525, D300, F100, F125, F176, and for F176 you have a copy at your table. Part of the sheet was left off when it was copied. F225, F325, F350, and G125. Once again, these are first readings. We'll bring these back in December for second readings. If we have any questions or concerns in the meantime, please let us know. As always, I appreciate Dr. Reese's assistance going through these and breaking them down and making sure we have these where we want them. Mrs. Creech also spends a considerable amount of time on board policy revisions as well. Dr. Reese, anything you want to add about this round of revisions?
No, I think these were pretty easy ones.
One of our lighter loads this time, I'd say, for revisions. So once again, we'll be back for second reading next month. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. All right, move on to the fund and trend report. Ms. Babcock.
Yes, all funds and banks are balanced for October 2025. As you can see for October, that did hit us quite hard this month. A lot of that is due to October being the third pay month. So there were 3 payrolls within that month. Also, as you know, our property tax comes typically twice a year. As I mentioned in previous board meetings, we have asked for a tax advance draw. We are expecting to receive that again on November 26th. So that will help and allow us to have some cash flow to be able to pay our bonds in December.
Mrs. Babcock made a good point with the 3 pay month. That's one thing with us making the change next July, going to 24 pays. That will keep our pays balanced, so we won't have this situation again. Nevertheless, as we say every month, this is a continuing concern for us, of course, is finances and enrollment and property tax income and so forth. So something we're definitely going to continue to talk about, keep a close eye on. Much more discussion coming on this down the road, of course. But did want to point that out, that while October looked down, the 3 pay month does throw us off a little bit. Hopefully next month we'll see that come back a little bit. So good point. Thank you, Mrs. Babcock.
Thank you. All right, move on to action items. Approval of the 2024 bond claims. Ms. Babcock.
Yes, I request approval of the 2024 bond claims in the amount of $1,057,501.99.
I move for approval of the 2024 bond claims.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Approval to transfer unused ECA funds to the operation fund or appropriate fund. Ms. Babcock.
Yes, so the ECA treasurers have reached out to Julie Phelps, our deputy treasurer, in regards to some accounts that they were not using, and they wanted to better utilize those funds. So in order to do so, we need to have proper authority from the board to be able to transfer those from the accounts that they're in. For example, at your packet here, you'll see that Colston has a 5th grade 0306, and the amount is $145, and they're wanting to transfer that to the student activity account fund. And with that, they're all laid out there for your review. And at this point, I just ask for approval for them to be able to move that. Once they have this approval, then we'll email them and they'll follow the proper procedures to document it and have it on record for State Board of Accounts.
I move to approve the ECA transfers as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Where did these funds originally come from then?
For some of them, like the fluoride accounts, that is really where this generated from. It was from fluoride, that money that was donated for fluoride for students, but we do not do that anymore. So therefore, then, the only way that we can find that we can best use those funds would be to go back into the student activity accounts, where it's going to help the students.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We're on to the good part of the night, donations. Ms. Babcock.
Yes. I request approval to accept the following donations: $300 for Colston Social Work Supplies, Teresa Wright; $100 Middle School FCA, James and Jan Meyer; cups for Lowe's; $60 for the SCS Christmas Parade, Core Vision Financial Group; coats, hats, and mittens, Golden Bear Preschool Students in Need, Ashford Place; $308.85 for the Shelbyville Central Schools crayons for holiday parade. Sorry, that was a mouthful there. From the Shelbyville Central Education Foundation; bags for the holiday parade from Beth Price State Farm; and $250 for the middle school academic team, Caldwell's Inc.
I move that we accept the donations as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Do we have any committee reports? All right. Any other items? Dr. Vance?
Mr. President, no other items other than a couple of mentions. First off, I just want to compliment Mr. Turner for just telling me about coached in the North-South volleyball game this past weekend at Sheridan High School, represented Shelbyville High School, so thank you for doing that. Thank you for volunteering your time to coach our students and to represent our school and our district. I want to welcome Troop 223 as well as some of our high school students for being here tonight. Relatively short agenda. November is like that. We always go through our previous years to make sure we're not missing anything. In November is just traditionally a shorter agenda. So sorry, there are not a lot of different items for you tonight. If you have any questions for any of us, please feel free to let us know. We'll help you any way we can if anything needs cleared up or anything. And finally, just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. It's hard to believe we're that time of year. Getting close into November, Thanksgiving. Mrs. Creech and I were talking first thing this morning. We come back after Thanksgiving break. It's December 1st already. And obviously we'll get ready for the holidays. But happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate everyone here and everything you do. And hope everyone has a good week next week with family. And just thank you. That's all I have.
I will say it was an honor to represent the school at the Indiana North versus South Elite Volleyball game. But we also had 5 players who were asked to participate as well. One is sitting right back here. I'm going to embarrass her right now, Sydney Hale. Unfortunately, 3 of them couldn't go, but we did have 2 players that did go. 2 of our seniors, Livia Hill and Reese Fortune, represented our school very well at the tournament as well. So, and that team actually won in 5 sets, so it was a good day. So that's all I have. Anybody else? No? All right. I want to thank everybody for coming, and we will adjourn this meeting.